This tutorial doesn't include a warm-up, therefore just make sure that you've warmed up really well prior to doing this. I suggest working into your wrists, your shoulders, your hips, and just making sure that your body is feeling warm and ready as opposed to just going in cold. Create a nice base of support. Spread your fingers and have your hands about shoulder width onto the mat. We want to grip into the top pads of your fingertips. So think about gripping the ground through the hands. The next thing that we are going to do is lift the hips up and bring the knees somewhere on the backs of the triceps or backs of the arms. Hips up, knees, depending on your flexibility, will determine where you find you can place those knees, and it might be that they need to be outside the elbows, like so, to start with. That's fine. Find where feels more comfortable for you. The knees go onto the backs of the arms. What we do from here is tip the weight forward into the fingertips. Now you can keep your feet on the ground. They don't have to lift off the floor yet. Avoid trying to kick your way into this. You're creating a lot of momentum when you do that, therefore you're more likely to face plant. So we lift the hips, knees go into the backs of the arms, either outside slightly or on top. Your triceps will get used to the sensation of this over time. We grip through the hands, shift the weight forward, and then you want to feel like the feet are starting to become lighter. So we're pushing hard into the ground and the feet start to come away. You don't have to be able to pull them up any higher than that yet. Just get confident with feeling the feet leaving the floor. Once that's feeling more comfortable, we've gone into that position, tipped. See, there's a slight bend at the elbows. I'm not trying to do this straight arm. Allow your face to come closer to the floor. Then we can pull the feet to the bum. Really push the ground away. Try to resist against the floor. As you do that, you'll find your hips will naturally lift higher. If I don't push against the ground, the hips are lower here. And if I lift up, now I can grow taller. But I've still got that bend in the elbows. Now here's a couple of ways that we can use yoga blocks. I'm going to place those blocks in front of my hands. So I've got that base of support. My hands are on the ground, shoulder width. I've now placed the blocks so I've got that triangle shape. This can support my head a little bit, and it's going to take away that fear of landing on your face. So lift the hips, find anywhere on the backs of the arms, and I can allow my head to come to the blocks. See if I can pull the feet up off the ground, or again, toes can be there. Once you feel like you've got a bit of balance, we're going to push against the floor, lift your eyes towards those blocks, and then you can bring the head down again. And just gradually, as you get more confident, you can lift and hover that head for longer. And that's you in your crow balance or your frog stand. One more way of using yoga blocks. Just make sure they feel nice and stable and they're not going to rock. You stand on top. And this can just help if you're struggling to get your knees onto the backs of your arms. So it might help you to just bring them up a little bit higher. Hands go onto the floor. Now my hips are higher, my knees naturally sit higher towards my armpits. And I can tip off the blocks. You might still want that pillow fort in front of you if you're a bit worried about face planting. Over time, you will get more confident and that fear of falling on your face will go. Like anything, it's a skill. The more you expose yourself to movements like this, if this is a specific balance you're working on, the more you do little and often, the more confidence you're going to build, the more awareness you're going to build in your body, and that balance is just going to go from strength to strength. That's our frog stand, and it's a great way to just start learning how to use your hands like feet and create balance, which is going to transfer to other balances as well later on. Let me know in the comments how you found that one. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and let me know if there's anything else you're working on that I can help you with.